She's the voice of Atlanta, giving you the latest entertainment news and music.
Que lo que mi gente, bienvenidos a the Amani Sams Show. Thank you guys for tuning in on the amazing Taco Tuesday, my favorite day of the week, okay? Karen is not here, but we send her our love. But, you guys, it's so good to be back, and we have two boss chicks in the building, you guys. Okay, we have Miss Paige Wallace here, and we have Miss Key Curry here. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And guys, do us a favor. If you're listening to us right now on the app, tune in to our Facebook Live so you can see how beautiful they are.
Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. You guys, I'm so excited to be interviewing you guys today. I mean, because I love business, and my favorite sport is to see women make money. Cha-ching! Yes, Gio. Yes, Gio. Gio's on the ones and twos.
Right?
He's on the board. He's on the board. Okay, guys. So, for everybody that doesn't know, that's under a rock. Paige, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Oh, first of all, happy birthday, Paige.
Thank you.
We were talking about horoscopes, before we got started. And Paige is a Sagittarius.
Yes, I am. I am the best sign of them all.
I don't know. That's a
actually
little...
Saturday, but
Yeah. And tell us your plans, girl.
I'm having a players ball party on Friday, and I'm so excited for it because I'm coming as a pimp. So yeah.
I love it. I love a good. I know you got a good suit coming.
Yes, I do.
pimp
I have
suit.
3 outfits. So for all my attendees, make sure y'all come with that fire because I got 3 outfits.
I love
I'm wearing all of them in one night.
Yes, yes. Okay, Paige, so you are a serial entrepreneur. You're pretty busy.
Yes.
You're pretty busy. You own a shapewear company called No Waste Allowed.
Yes.
And you also, which is one of my favorites, you also own a post-op center
Yes.
called Sweet Retreat Miami.
Yes.
Now, we were talking a little bit, before we got started, and I told you how much I love a good BBL video. I love watching Dr. Miami. It's like art. Like, you just mold this body into just a snatch.
Yes.
So, before we get started with that, tell us what's like a regular day in your life. Like, how do you start off?
Well, first of all, before an entrepreneur, I'm a mother first.
Yes,
So
mother. I'm a mother.
I have a 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Peyton. I take her to school, and usually my mornings are pretty. We argue because she thinks we're sisters.
Oh my gosh.
I take her to school, and then after that, I check in with my sister. She's like my manager and like my brain all in one. So I check in with her. I'm like, hey, Felicia, what do we have to do? And she'll give me a list, and I'll check everything off. And then honestly, after that, it's just like waiting for my daughter to go out of school, and I'm kind of like free for the rest of the day. Like my job doesn't take very long,
right?
But it's very critical that I do my little 20-minute job. So I may not take 5 hours to do it. I may take an hour to do it.
Yeah.
But making those videos and like engaging with my followers on Instagram on No Waste Allowed is super important. So mostly I'm a mom, and then I do my 1 hour of videos, and I'm done. So
I love
yeah.
that. And it's great to have like a career where you can be very present with your daughter, because I know that's like very important to a lot of people, and unfortunately everybody can't do that.
Yes.
So that's awesome. What about you, Miss Key Curry? How's your day start off?
Kind of the same. I have 2 children. So I have a 14-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Oh, you don't look it.
I was about to say that.
So same thing. I have to get them up in the morning, get them going, and then once I get them off to school, I start my work. I wish it would only take me like 20 minutes or an hour, but typically probably about a 5-hour day.
That's good. That's good.
Just, getting stuff done, and I try to finish up by the time my daughter gets out of school. So, yeah.
I love that. And for everybody that doesn't know what Miss Key Curry does, she is also a boss, okay? She's the owner of Pretty Girls Get Waxed.
Yes.
Now, that's going to be a good topic later. Okay, Paige, so when everybody was in a panic, when the panorama hit in 2020, you started another business and you were flourishing ever since. Like, tell us about that experience and like how that new business came about.
Okay, so I got a BBL in January 2020, and I was like, after I get this BBL, I'm starting a boutique. I'm finna sell clothes. Like, I'm gonna be the most popping boutique lady on Instagram. And then the crazy part is, after I got my BBL, I barely had money to pay my rent. But I was like, you know what? I had a vision, so I already knew, like, even though I can't pay my rent almost, it's gonna work out.
Right.
So I literally I started to sell shapewear after not like, I had booty greed. After surgery, you get booty greed. You just get greedy with surgery. And I wanted my butt to be bigger. So what I did was I started wearing this shapewear. And I actually posted in it. And I had like 26 people write me and was like, what is that?
Right.
My sister called me. She said, delete the post right now.
Oh
I said, girl, you read my mind. I deleted the post right then. She went and started ordering, quantity of it.
Yeah.
And I just started putting it out there, like just in my 1-bedroom apartment, putting the shapewear on and getting on Instagram with my little followers. And I was just like, hey, y'all, this is it. This is, this is what I have on. And then it just started from there. The pandemic never really scared me. Only when it came to shipping times. But it never really scared me because I'm just like, I'm a real faith person. I was like, God got me, so I don't care what they got going on outside.
Yes.
So that never bothered me at all. The pandemic was like, what pandemic,
Right.
It became, I know, like, for a lot of people, it was something tragic.
Yeah.
And to say it was a blessing to me sometimes make me feel bad, but I can't really,
Right.
it was a blessing for me because of what it did for my family. And ever since I've started, it has taken care of me, and now it takes care of my family, my other, my extended family, because they work for the company. And I don't like to say they work for me, they work with me. So we all work together, and we just have like a little empire. I'm happy.
I love that. Goals.
I know that's right.
Okay, Key. So, girl, you've been changing the world one wax at a time.
Trying.
And I just want to thank you. Not a lot of people know this, but I'm an Atlanta ambassador.
Okay.
Unofficially. And so thank you for opening up your second location here. We really
Thank you
appreciate
for having me. I love Atlanta. We got to get Atlanta waxed.
Yes, all of Atlanta. All of Atlanta. Yes.
Yes.
And so you have a really interesting story. Tell us about how you got started in the business, like how you just, because I know little birdie told me that, you were previously working for a company and they wouldn't like allow you to buy in.
You want the real story?
Yes, give me the tea. Big mistake, by the way, guys.
Right.
Huge mistake.
Yeah. So I've been an esthetician a little over 10 years. I worked for a very well-known company. I worked for them for about 4.5 years, almost 5. And I got to the point to where I wanted to franchise my own.
Right.
I went to my owner, told her what I wanted. She gave me, like the list from corporate of all these hoops that I had to jump through.
Yes.
Me and my husband sat down. We came up with a plan, lived on one income. So literally, like, we only lived on his income. And then my income we used to do everything that we needed to do. Did everything on the list, went back to her, and she was like, no. She she actually owns like jurisdiction in the state of Tennessee. If you're like the first person who opens up this franchise, you can buy rights to the whole entire state. So it really is kind of up to her. And she said no. So that was, just a really big, slap in the face.
Right.
My husband is an entrepreneur as well. He owned his barbershop, so that was just kind of already his thing. His thing was always do it yourself.
Right.
I just didn't want to have to start from zero and, build it up when I could just own this franchise and get straight to it.
Right.
So long story short, he was just like, we're just going to do it, ourselves. And we got to work, came up with Pretty Girls Get Waxed, and the rest is history.
I love that. Shout out to your husband. What's his name?
Jarrett.
Hi, Jarrett. Oh my God. That is amazing.
Yeah.
In the words of Beyonce, what's better than one billionaire?
2.
Hey.
Yes.
Well, guys, I love this. We're going to take a quick break, but you guys don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to hear more from these awesome ladies. And we're also going to get into, little Kimye drama. So stay tuned here, guys, at Mega Atlanta Radio.